Hello, it's Erin with the Joy in Pens and Paper. I am here to do my weekly planning, setup, review, etc. I have my coffee right here. Yum. And I usually say this at the end. I'll say it at the beginning. Please comment throughout. Ask questions, participate. I love interacting with the comments. Give it a subscription if this is content that you like and you'd like to be a part of my life, because I do end up sharing stories about my life. And I hope that you enjoy this video. So the first, I'm going to get into my Hobonichi cousin. And with my Hobonichi cousin, I have my monthly, cat hair, sorry, or dog hair actually, that's black, that's dog hair. So I finished out February and I have started March. So that's up to date, and I'll add today later. Now for my weekly, I have that. Just rotate this just a tiny bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. So I have my weekly. I have some stickers, mostly from Coffee Monsters Co. I think this is from Once More with Love. Yeah, but the rest are Coffee Monsters Co. And I've got this updated through this morning. So there's that. And then going to my dailies. So last week I talked about we were doing a family excursion. We went as a family to an art museum, and then we went to try out a new restaurant that has beer from a brewery in the very northern part of Vermont that my husband loves, and he didn't realize that there was a local restaurant that has this beer on tap. So he was able to go and get this for him, a very special thing. So that was really nice. And then that night I went and met up with my friend and kind of crashed a birthday party. And we had this really nice dinner, and then we went to, they had gotten a suite at the hotel, so went to the hotel. We got to spend some time in the hot tub, played some games, and I left on I was the first person to leave to head home. Then Sunday was the last day of vacation. We really didn't do a whole lot. I just had a whole lot of anxiety about going back to work. Monday, I got really angry at work, and in hindsight, I can have this giggle about it, but I'm spending a lot of time in my head right now about what I'm doing professionally and how I'm allocating my time, and is it leading to my long-term goals, which I kind of anticipated this as the first 11 months in this position. I was covering 2 roles, so I was running around like a crazy person, just going from crisis to crisis. And since January, I've been in one role and been able to kind of look at the big picture. And so now I'm just having some questions. I ended up having a challenging conversation with one of my peers at work that, in a nutshell, kind of started out with, did I do something to offend you because you refused to work with me? And so they're doing some self-reflection on our interactions, and they were able to reach back out to me and say, ooh, I see what you mean. I'm sorry. But it's now it's created some history that is going to be a little bit difficult to navigate. But then going into Tuesday, we had some weather, so we had a 2-hour delay, but very thankful it was not a snow day. Did my currently inked, and then my end of the week, I was supposed to be in a training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but because of the weather, it got shifted to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Wednesday I did that training, Thursday I did that training, Friday I became a trainer of that training. So that was wonderful, very happy about that. I got together with some of my neighbors. Friday evening we were supposed to watch The Bachelor, but we hadn't come together for a bit, so we actually took it as an evening to catch up, and we ended up going through high school scrapbooks and talking about what concerts we had been to and songs that were meaningful to us, and it was a really special evening. And then yesterday, and I got to finish this out for journaling, but we went to celebrate kind of my nephew, not by blood but or marriage, but our chosen family. We got to celebrate my nephew's birthday and spend the afternoon and evening with their family. So now I'm going to flip back to my weekly, and using my Ferris Wheel Press brush pen, gold-plated brush pen, gold-plated brush, and it's with Ferris Wheel Press Spruce County Post for ink. Okay, now for those of you who think I'm crazy because I track my weight, this right here, Thursday, I had a poke bowl with sushi rice and wasabi and guacamole and salmon and green onions and a garlic aioli sauce, maybe. I have to go back and check what sauce I had, but I shot up the next morning. So that's why I track this, because I can then look at what I ate and what the effect was to try to figure out. There was definitely some inflammation there. Could be the rice, could be something in the sauce. I haven't had that response to the protein or the veggies before, so I'm going on one of those two things. So that's why I track it the way that I do. You would think after a few years I would remember the order of these letters. Oops, and then I make a mistake. So what these letters stand for are weight, distance, steps, exercise minutes, and movement. And this is all taken from my Apple Watch fitness data. And then my weight, the scale that I have has an app associated with it, and so I pull from that. It has data that goes back to 2019, and it gives me information on like muscle mass and BMI, bone density, water, things like that. So helpful. All right, so that is my Hobonichi cousin. Let me just make sure the ink is dry. It's got a little wetness to it, so I'm going to put that in there. Okay. Sip of coffee. All right, now I went ahead this week and actually can take this out, my Ollie clip out. I got some white tabs. I've been using the zipper pouch from Galen Leather Co. that my husband got me as a congratulations. I love this pouch, but it doesn't have the string ties in it like the Hobonichi covers do. So I have marked my monthly and I have marked my tracker and then the current page that I'm on. So that's kind of how I set that up. I did update my calendar. That's all up to date. So this week is all set. And for those of you that don't keep track of it, Sunday is daylight savings. So fun fact. I'll use that pen. And then my tracker is up to date. I think what I'm going to do this month is each week I will use a different one of my green pens for the tracker, because I find that I've been having, last month I had a little bit of anxiety, if you will, about running out. And I did, in fact, run out. So I ended the month with a Birmingham Pen Company burnt walnut. So I don't want to do that. So each week I'm just going to pick a color to do the tracker. And so for this week I was using a very gushy TWSBI medium royal jade and rose gold, and the ink in it is I believe it's Diamine Garland from Inkvent 2021. Let me make sure I'm not fibbing. Yep, Diamine Garland. Okay. Now, let's see. I did end up having a bunch of things kind of change throughout the week. I wasn't able to, let's see, I updated referrals Tuesday and Wednesday. I put together the student trifecta plan on Wednesday. I edited that IEP on Thursday. That was done. Did that. And I haven't been back to the office to shred that raw data. Sorry. All right, so looking back, here's my spread for Monday. Here's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We are getting into Sunday. So I did hand lettering for so long that I pick up my pen a lot when I do script writing, cursive writing. And I'm really working on changing that. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shift. All right, I am going to write with this pen. I do have a video coming out on this pen. This has been my most dramatic pen journey so far, so I'm not going to give any details, but this video does require editing, and there's a story. That's all I'm going to say. So look out for it, watch it. All right, I'll pause there. I'm sure there's other things I want to do today. I'm just not going to think of them right now. Oh, yep, definitely there's things I want to do today. It's all coming. Okay, so just to be able to avoid flipping back and forth, I do have a computer right over there that has my calendar on it. And I'm going to try to give myself the grace to take my time so that my handwriting is not horrendous. Because when I look back at that, oh, it does not bring me joy. Let me just pull these two pens out so that I can have it be a little bit flatter. Monday is the 6th. So let's see, 9. This says 9 o'clock, but really it's anywhere between 9 and 11. I don't know if they're going to start with me or if they're going to start at the high school. I'm not sure. I have a tour at 11:30. I have a hearing at 1 o'clock. One of my students had a really hard time with me being out this week, and because of the 2-hour delay on Tuesday, it was a 2-hour delay for me, but he did not attend school. So I wasn't able to tell him that my training that we had discussed, had planned for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that it got moved from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I guess no one else told him that. So he came into school Friday and said, I want to talk with Miss Erin. And when he was informed I was not going to be there today, he did not react well to that. So he was removed, and so we have a hearing at 1 o'clock on Monday, and I'm very sad about that. 3 o'clock, I have mani-pedi. So a friend of mine, she and I are going, and we are getting our nails and our toes done. I reached out to her last week and said, I need some self-care. And so she said, well, I do too, and offered to make the appointment, which of course I will take her up on. So that was really nice. So that's my Monday. I skipped 2 lines. And on Tuesday, just realizing I have an off-site observation. And I don't know what time it is. I blocked out my whole day for it. And I have an 8 o'clock referral review. Wednesday the 8th. I have a 6:30 a.m. consult, a 9 o'clock extended eval meeting. And apparently at the same time, one of the elementary school students and their parent are coming to tour the middle school, so I don't know how that's going to happen. Hopefully someone else will be supporting that. $10:30, I'm doing my supervision with my boss. 12 o'clock, I'm doing a tour. And then 3:30, I have my mentor meeting. Oh, no, yeah. Glad I double checked that. So this 12 o'clock is actually, it's a tour and an observation for a graduate student, which I love doing these. I love when when students, whether they're undergrad or graduate, reach out to me to tour my program, because I'm happy to give information to rising educators and professionals in the field, and hopefully maybe shape them a little bit in who they will become. So I'm looking forward to that. And then at the same, or in the same week, which it makes sense, different programs, but similar syllabi, I have another student coming to observe. So they actually need to do a 5-hour observation. And so at 8 o'clock on Thursday, I have, and this is an undergrad student. So the first one is a graduate student, this is an undergrad student. And I've arranged coverage while I'm in leadership for someone else to be with that student while they're observing. And then a staff meeting. All right, moving on to Friday. So the joys of being a working parent. Friday did a little shift for me. So I have a reconvene. I have a tour. And then my son has a half day for his district is doing a professional development, half-day professional development. So I'm going to pick him up, and I'm doing a half-day personal day. I chose to do a personal day, not a work from home, because I would like to take him to lunch. I would like to enjoy that time with him. Saturday, the 11th, and I'm just pausing because Sunday, the 12th, is my father-in-law's 70th birthday. And we are hosting. So I need to put together the Sunday menu, Sunday shopping list, Okay. There we go. All right, so that is my next week. Thank you for watching. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate that so very much. Let me know what you've got going on this week, and like I said, I will be working on some videos. I have some editing to do for some more content coming your way. I just finished watching a video by Inksplat, Amanda B, and I missed the boat on some exclusive Atlas Stationers inks that I might need to order today. I am joining the club of Amanda Made Me Do It, and I'm not super mad about it. So anyway, happy Sunday. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.